Hello and hello. Thank you so much for joining me today for Last Week in Germany, where I, some random ass guy in America, react to the top posts on the German subreddits and the news stories coming out of Germany. The top headlines, basically, from the last week or so. Make sure I'm up to date on everything. Let's do it. All right, first things first, I saw this headline, and I've been wanting to get a little bit more details on it and read some comments about it. German military deems Russia existential risk to nation and Europe. I mean, I guess this isn't like a shock. It's just interesting to see it officially regarded as such. And it cites a new Bundeswehr strategy paper. The document warns that the Kremlin is aligning both its industrial and leadership structures specifically to meet the requirements for large-scale conflicts against NATO by the end of the decade. Oh my God. I mean, everybody's talking about World War III right now, but that really does sound like World War III. Like, if it's not starting now, then it's going to start whenever this happens. Hopefully this doesn't happen. Russia is verifiably preparing for a conflict with NATO, particularly by strengthening forces in Western Russia at the borders with NATO. I thought this headline looked interesting. Germany branded sick man of Europe after study finds they don't work enough. Germany's economic has unexpectedly become the sick man of Europe. Sorry, I'm slightly dyslexic some days. Most days. Every day. Germans have worked significantly fewer on average than other Europeans. I did not know that. Their high productivity and the substantial added value of the goods and services they produce have allowed them to achieve much with little. However, the economy is now stalling. That's pretty interesting. I feel like once a society kind of gets used to a certain work week, you can't really go back. You know, like here in America, it used to be a 7-day-a-week work week or a 6-day-a-week work week, you know, back in the day. It's like now that we have a 5-day work week, you can't just go back. I don't think it's possible. People just wouldn't accept it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. YouTube deletes prevention channel of the German AIDS aid. So they deleted the German AIDS Services YouTube channel under the guideline violation for nudity. Pretty cringe. Very stupid. Oh, well, I'm a little bit embarrassed that I'm seeing this right now, considering I just filmed a video on my other channel about European leaders' reaction to the strikes on Iran from Trump. And I didn't see Merritt's that says something. But okay, I guess I'll see now. He says, quote, "There is no reason for us to criticize what Israel started a week ago, nor is there any reason to criticize what America did last weekend." Actually, I think even if you think like tactically or morally it's a good thing, I still would criticize whether or not it should have required congressional approval, considering it certainly seems like an act of war. But okay, that's interesting to read. White power gesture shown, filmed, and distributed at Auschwitz concentration camp memorial. Are you serious? Students expelled. White power, is that, what are they saying? What gesture? Right-wing extremist gesture. The white power salute resembles the OK sign. Oh. Okay, I thought he did the Elon Musk salute. Doing that's interesting. I haven't seen that in many years because that has a confusing history, at least over here in America, because I mean, that absolutely means okay. This means okay. Here in America, it means okay. Like, okay, got it. Apparently, maybe some white power idiots tried to co-opt it and say, no, it's a W and a P. And then they were saying if you did it down here, like on your leg. But the thing is, here in America, maybe, I don't know. You tell me if you guys have this game as well. Game. It's actually called The Game. This makes very little sense, but try to follow me here. In high school or like middle school, boys, mainly boys, will put that on their leg. Not meaning anything. It doesn't mean like white power or anything. And if you look at it, if someone else looks at them while they're doing that and they see it, you punch them. Makes sense? No, yeah, obviously that barely makes any sense, but that is indeed the truth. So, Therefore, at some point, maybe like 8 years ago, they said, hey, this symbol, it actually means white power now. And everybody was like, what? No, it doesn't. It means okay. And so now it actually is back to being fine here in America. Like, I don't think anybody, it's not considered racist to do this here. So that's interesting to see. That's the symbol they made. I guess what I'm asking is, do you guys consider that a white power symbol, or is that just the okay sign? Like it's been for as long as I can remember. So with all that said, I would at least like to give them a moment of consideration that maybe they were just making the okay sign. But hey, considering where they were, I could see how maybe they weren't. Okay, here's the post about, of course, America attacking Iran. I'm here for the comments from the Germans, okay? This is a German subreddit, so that's why I'm on this post. Let's see what you guys have to say. Now, I will say, Reddit is Reddit is pretty left-wing. I will say that, you know what I mean? So, I assume, I don't know. I mean, let's see. Let's see what the comments say. That was probably it for the peace president, but how sure can we be that this attack really destroyed the facilities? Yeah, that's a fair question. Considering the amount of bombs they dropped, it sure seems like it would, but it would be nice to get some confirmation. That was quick. Indeed. It was quick, wasn't it? Born too young to die in the Middle East. Born too late to die in the Middle East. Born just in time to die in the Middle East. Oh my God. Yikes. Congratulations to our great American fighting men, Trump wrote. There is no other military in the world that could have done this. In capital letters, he added, now is the time for peace. I did find that quite hilarious. It was quite Orwellian, War is peace, of course. Freedom is slavery. War is peace. Don't you know? Trump. I want to thank everyone, especially God. I want to say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel. God bless America. Netanyahu. God bless America. God bless Israel. May God bless our unwavering alliance. Almighty God will surely grant victory to our Iranian nation, to the truth, and to the righteous side, God willing. I love religion. First, the great, ingenious, and brilliant Donnie fails in his 24-hour peace in Ukraine. That was so stupid. Why did he even say that? I wonder, did he actually believe that? Because what a stupid thing to say, considering how verifiably false it was. The day he became president, he immediately, it was like, okay, well, that was not true. He did not end the war in Ukraine in 24 hours. And now the convicted criminal hailed as a, quote, peaceful president by all his deluded fanboys is bombing Iran and turning the U.S. into a war zone. Turning the U.S. into the war zone, or turning Iran into a war zone? Oh, does he mean because of the ICE raids, the immigration raids? Got it. I'm really curious to see what contributions his fanboy will come up with to explain this. Contortions, that said. Bavarian police also use Palunteer software for minor crimes. That's pretty remarkable. I didn't know that. The spyware is actually intended to prevent terrorist attacks, but it is already largely used in thefts. Yes, for the unaware, Palunteer is software that basically gathers data. You can feed it all sorts of data sources from anywhere, all the data the government has about you and anything you've ever done, and your credit card data and weather data, all sorts of data. And it's pretty dystopian. It's pretty Orwellian. I'm actually kind of surprised because you guys are big into privacy over there in Germany, which I have a high respect for, that this would be happening, considering this is a privacy concern, to say the least. Obviously, I'm sure this is happening here in America as well. It's just nobody here cares about privacy. But yeah, apparently, at least in Bavaria, the police are using Palunteer, a robot, to determine some suspects in crimes and stuff. So that's, I mean, it's interesting. I really don't know what to think. And part of me feels like it's kind of inevitable. I don't know what to think. How a German supermarket looks. Okay. I don't know what is this educational? I guess so. This kind of does look like Aldi's. I'm not gonna lie. This looks a lot like Aldi's. Yep. That's where the frozen pizzas are. Yep. And then you got the see, but the cashier needs a chair. That's what really sets Aldi's apart. That's why I wanted to work there when I was in college, because I saw that the cashiers were allowed to sit down. Is Germany against air conditioning? Yes, unless it's in the cars. We are suffering on hotels, modern ones, because the air conditioning is too weak. In some places, like restaurants or cafes, it is hotter than on the inside than the outside. Is this cultural? Most Germans don't have AC at home. It's a mix of culture, energy costs being very high, and Germany, historically, not being all that hot of a country. I think that actually sums it up. Let's see what the weather is like over there in Germany. You guys think it's funny when I just look up Germany weather, you know? What's the weather in Germany? All of Germany today. A blistering 82. That's actually a stunningly beautiful day by my standards. Perfect weather. But then again, that's if you have AC. If you don't have AC, I'm guessing that starts to get a little bit hot. There seems to be a heat wave going over the entire world right now, including here in Indiana. It's like 94 degrees here in Indiana. That's not perfect weather. And if I didn't have AC, I'd probably be dead. Let's see it in Celsius. 23. Means nothing to me, but there, well, that's, okay, 20, oh, that's today. Okay, yesterday was hot, guys, 28. But on Thursday, oh my God, it's going up to 29, which is 85. Ooh. It's getting pretty warm. At least it'll be windy. Hey, open up that window, guys. Get a nice, huge breeze coming through. That'll cool you off. Okay. Once we start looking at the weather, I think that means I've run out of content. And that's okay. The video needs to end sometime. So, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.